Who thinks Lisa is the pot stirrer in the group?
I'm like right here. I think there's
Don't raise your
more
hand,
than
Jenny.
one.
You think there's more than one?
One's on that couch and then one's on this couch.
I think that Lisa does a brilliant job of stirring the pot, and I always take the baton.
Why do you think Lisa? You raised your hand for Lisa.
I'll be real honest. I feel like I was played a fool.
Played a fool. So do you.
So do I.
Who played you for a fool?
We'll talk about it.
Jill from Marlborough, New Jersey said, Lisa, how do you explain the timeline of the catering debacle? They were committed to Angie's party. Your assistant called. Then they pulled out. Did you or did you not have your assistant call the caterer?
I got a call from the caterers, and they were like, Lisa's assistant called, and we can't do it anymore. We have to pull out of your event.
No, I did not, because I don't have an assistant that would call Angie's caterers.
Okay.
My
You have
people
7
work for
lawyers.
Vita. I do have that.
Okay.
So let's talk about timeline.
Okay.
They're all
Oh,
right
boy.
here.
Okay.
I have all the receipts.
I want to hear Lisa
Yeah,
defend
okay.
herself.
Yeah, I would love
because
to.
I also saw the text on Angie's phone.
And Angie's the only person that has stood up to you and not conspired with you
Angie's
before
not
here
here
Hold
right
on.
now. Let's not
This
the
is a
first
message.
person that
This
was
is a
real
text.
and authentic
This
and
is a text
absolutely
from Angie.
exposed you.
She says, would you guys be interested in catering an event? It'll be on TV. It's a secret. And they said, of course, we'd love to. Heads up, Lisa reached out to us to come to the restaurant to shoot as well. They said, I'm not sure we can do multiple shoots, but I think so.
Yep.
And then they say, don't tell Lisa.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was Angie said,
Yeah.
don't tell Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did she not want to tell?
I don't know.
I have an answer for that.
Okay.
I do too.
Angie asked them not to tell Lisa because production asked her, they didn't want her to know that Angie was getting the first event.
Okay.
That
they
right
that would
there is
send
a
you
But
clue.
do you
tailspin,
guys?
which it
No,
did.
no. It did not send me in a tailspin because none of us were getting along. It was the right move.
None of
What
that
would
was
have
true.
been her motive in sabotaging this for Angie?
Angie and I connect. That's motive.
Okay.
No, that's not. There's no motive. I don't do things like that. I would never do that.
Lisa asked Angie to not be my friend. Don't follow me on social media. Don't acknowledge her. We've seen the receipts for that. She doesn't like that we're friends.
No, she asked me to not acknowledge you as my cousin.
Do you know what I said? You're twisting
But
it. I said don't
I'm
claim
not
her.
twisting it.
Because she said, I just found out from watching the
Those
show
are-
that
those
Whitney
are-
is
You
my
also called
cousin.
us Jack-
And
you
I'm a
called us
snarky bitch and I
inbred
said,
polygamous
don't
cousins,
claim her.
Lisa.
Because they don't go to the
So
same.
Did
clearly
you call them
think that us
inbred
being-
polygamous cousins?
I do not buy Angie and Whitney being close now because they're like these inbred polygamy cousins. It's like weird. I did.
Yeah, so then why are you defending yourself now?
So why would she try to sabotage her friend of 20 years?
Because Angie knows all of her deepest, darkest secrets to protect herself.
Insane.
Lisa, I have a question for you. May I ask you a question? That on casino night, when you ran into this problem with Angie, do you feel that I had your back and
I
stood
do
up
feel
for
like you had my back. I do.
When you take a step back, can you at least see that the timeline and cadence of all of the events
No.
looks, you can't.
No, I cannot because
And you
I did
cannot
not
take
100%
accountability
did not
for
do
being
it. They were
territorial
very
and
We're
clear
never
in
gonna
the
agree
email.
on it, Lisa.
They were
I
very
think you
clear in the
should.
text
Wrong.
message, Andy,
And
and they
it's
said
Jenny's evidence
they,
of
they
it, honestly.
explained it all. They
Evidence of
they're
what?
thinking me and
You'll
Angie
see.
are friends. They
Just
explained
wait.
it. They volunteered
We
my
all
You were
tequila.
friends.
through it, Jenny.
We
It's
were.
horrible.
Yes. Heather, you and Lisa developed a close relationship towards the end of the season,
Yeah.
but you know, you've also become good friends with Angie. They just celebrated Angie's birthday, her 40th in Cabo. How does that make you feel that they
I'm
were all
happy
just...
that they're all
It
friends.
was a
I
phenomenal
okay.
trip. We were on a yacht that Chris actually paid for and didn't just front pictures on like you like to do.
I
We
pay
went
for
to
my
Cabo.
stuff. Are you
Everything
kidding?
was paid
I
for.
pay
It was
for my stuff. Are
like
you
an
insulting John
all-inclusive
Barlow
resort.
right
it's
now?
the life that you pretend to have that Angie actually has, and we enjoyed the spoils of it.
Oh my gosh, she
Okay.
is so horrible.
Okay.
You know what? I have
You
dirt
are
on
horrible.
you, Lisa, and I've held it all back. I won't hold it back any longer. If you
What
want to go
about
there.
your
You
DUI?
wanna
You're
go
such
there?
a
I don't
great
have one. Look
character.
it up.
Yes, you do. I
The
did
lie.
look it up.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
you do.
move on.
You're a liar. This is so insane.
It's not
It's
insane,
not.
Lisa. We
You
know you,
pose.
and we love you as
Lisa
you
Barlow.
are.
Oh my
And we
gosh.
want you to have all of that for yourself.
I do have it
You
for
don't have
myself.
to fake it.
I
until
don't
you
fake
get
anything.
There.
I-
Lisa, you
honestly,
do. It's okay.
I
if you
fake
can just
what?
pivot,
Do you want my
we will support
K1s?
you.
You love her as she is?
I liked her more when I saw her true self show up
She
than I've
doesn't
ever
know
liked
me.
her because I don't want to
Yeah.
be friends with a caricature of some, teen magazine she read in 8th grade that said how to be a cool, mean girl.
love her as she is?
I liked her more when I saw her true self show up than I've ever liked her, because I don't want to be friends with a caricature of some, teen magazine she read in 8th grade that said how to be a cool, mean girl.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on. Monica from South Dakota said, Jen, why do you think Lisa mentioned your former dress designer on the show? Do you think she wanted to humiliate you, or was she worried Whitney was being a bad friend by sending him free skincare products?
What I thought in that moment was that she wanted me to know that Whitney is not a good person.
This is about my business, so
This
I want
is not
to
about
clarify.
your
you need
business.
to-
I
you
want
need
to
to
just
say.
explain this, so I'll
Well,
wait.
so does she.
At the time, he was working for Jen. We thought he was Jen's, ride or die. That was prior to the leak of the audio. Once it all came out, I sent them a screenshot of what was out there, and I said, please do not respond back to him. And my team never did again.
My intention in bringing it up was
Stir
I
the
was
pot.
like, you're
Jen-
holding me to
Jen
a
mad at
standard, but
Whitney.
why is it okay for them to hang
Explain
out
my
with him?
horrible
That was my
behavior.
intention. I didn't want to hurt or disparage. And I was also questioning my friendship with Jen because I was feeling like,
That's
hey, we
why you
talk
did
all
it,
the time.
because you were
No,
questioning your control and you wanted to-
No,
you
it's
wanted
not
to
I want to
put her
know
in place.
what Jen
It's
believes.
not about control.
What do you believe?
Well, I felt like the reason Lisa told me was Jen, why are you friends with Whitney? She's not your friend. She's talking to this person, and
I was
he's an
asking you
ambassador.
I was asking you the difference, why are you so
You
upset
said,
with me
I
for bringing
think
it up?
people need to defend you, and you're not being defended. And Jen told me that she texted you before and said, don't mention his name no matter what.
no, we
which
talked
is what
the day
you always
before.
do before anyone films with you. You make sure everyone knows what they're supposed to
You
say or
keep
not say.
saying what you thought in the moment. I wonder what you think now.
What I think now, after I saw the Veil episodes, I was extremely hurt, and now I know why Lisa didn't answer the phone.
Do you think that her
Why
intention
what do
was
you
to
mean-
create
what do
beef
you
between
mean?
us?
Absolutely,
Jen,
yes.
what do you mean that now that you've seen the episodes, you get why she didn't call you? Because you see what she was saying behind your back after you were arrested?
I didn't think that Lisa would ever do that. I defended Lisa adamantly about
Lisa would ever do what?
talk
Cite
to her.
exactums. I want to hear exactly because
that
there's
Lisa
a
would
whole
be
part of-
two-faced.
I wasn't
and,
two-faced. I was
that is
going through a lot.
two-faced.
I didn't mean to be.
So Jack and Henry did the guest list for your event,
Yes, they did.
right? I want to know why they would invite Whitney but not invite Jen.
They didn't invite Whitney. I did. I
Okay.
added Whitney on.
You did.
Last minute, I called Whitney and said, I was thinking I'm extending an olive branch and then she can see me being a mother and who I really am and who I'm raising because that's my character. That's who I am.
And
I'm
so-
raising 2 amazing kids and I'm
Lisa,
a great
Lisa.
mother.
Why not
Your
invite Jen?
characters-
Why not
I don't want
invite
you to
Jen?
talk about my character.
Why not invite Jen?
I'm
At the
going
kids
to.
at the photo shoot, I had a lot of emotions, right? Because Jen and I got really hot.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I'm like, I messed up. I mentioned somebody's name and I felt horrible for it. And then when we left, Jen called me and we got into it all over again. And I actually thought that was going to be the last time I talked to Jen Shaw.
Wow.
And Henry heard it and he was crying and he was like, Mommy, you're a great mommy. You're a great person, and hugging me because I was very upset.
At
And
2:30
I
in
love
the
Jen
morning in the
Shaw.
car,
as
he was hugging you?
controversial as that is, I do. And I
You
was
don't have
very
to add
upset.
as controversial as that is to love Jen Shaw.
It is
Leave all the
controversial, I'll get it
oh, it
out of
is.
it.
It's controversial for me to love you too.
Okay, I
leave
know.
that out. Either love me or don't love me. But I'm tired of all the disclaimers when it comes to Jen Shaw. It's bullshit.